Hi, I'm WFS Simmons, and this is WebFilmSchool.com, the free film school on the web. And this segment number 89, is directing post-production. Part 4 on your 4 segments on directing. Let's go to the clipboard and get into some information. The first 3 segments were directing pre-production, directing the cast or the audition, and directing the shoot. This is directing post-production. Also, during the segment, I want you to take a look on the screen. There's a red box that's going to pop up in your lower left-hand corner. In there, that's resources for you on people to contact, organizations, associations, or websites to give you more information. You're going to see first in the red box some websites for actual training, professional training given by the Directors Union. On another box coming up in the red box, you'll see the name of the guild or the union for all the directors in America. And the final red box coming up will be some casting sites to help you during casting. Let's get into this segment. Segment number 89, directing post-production. Directing post-production. Piece of cake. I want you to remember that. Post-production piece of cake. So far, you've been getting segments on directing pre-production, production, now post-production. Now, directing pre-production, that was exciting. You're going to put in 10 hours per day, and it's going to be an adrenaline rush and exciting. And directing the production, it's overwhelming. You're going to be putting in 12 to 15 hours, and you're overwhelmed with everything, but somehow you get it done. Directing post-production, even though you know little to anything about it, is very easy. At the most, you're going to be spending probably 2 to 3 hours a day. Post-production, directing it is very easy. Why? Directing the shoot, you're dealing with film, lab, camera, sound, light, wardrobe, prop, actors, crew, guilds, unions, everything simultaneously. Post-production, one step at a time. First you deal with the picture editor, then the sound editor, then ADR, then music. It's very easy, one step at a time. Take a look on the screen. Here are the steps. First, your picture edit. Next, your sound edit. Next, ADR, stands for additional dialogue required or automatic dialogue response. You sort of know to bring the actors back for lip syncing and looping. Next, you do Foley. That's where you put some sound effects like footsteps in and clothes rustling and paper noise. Next, you'll sub out and get your music and score. Then, you're going to oversee the re-recording session, sometimes called the mix. You get the M&E track, your final soundtrack without voice in it, but just music and effects in it, and you oversee the answer print. While you're doing this, here are the people you're going to be dealing with, director. First, your editor and his or her assistant during the picture edit. Then to the sound editor, who will need an assistant. Then the sound editor will help you with the ADR facility, where you need editors, and you'll bring the actors back for lip syncing and looping. Next, with the sound editor, and of course during this time the cinematographer is going with you, you go over the Foley facility, where you have your editor and the director of photography, and you go through engineers and walkers, and you do Foley and footsteps. Now you get your music composer. Then you go back to, a lot of times, the ADR room and the Foley room, and you do the re-recording, and you get your work with the re-recording staff, which you'll have your editors and the director of photography with you. Now you finish up at the post-production facility, and you drop this off at the lab, where they will cut the negative, and you will oversee the color correction of this, and you get your final answer print. It takes about 2 to 3 months. It's one step at a time. Don't be overwhelmed. You can handle it. It's one step at a time. The picture edit, the sound edit, ADR. Wow. Good information on directing and overseeing directing post-production. God bless. Happy filmmaking. Now here's what you've just learned. This was the 4th segment on directing. In segments 86, 87, and 88, you've learned directing pre-production, you've learned how to cast and pick the right actors, and you've learned shot selection. This segment, number 89, was directing post-production. Now, directing the shoot is overwhelming. Directing post-production, it's very easy. It's just one step at a time. You spend maybe an hour, 2 hours a day, and you usually have your cinematographer and a post-production supervisor helping you at each step. Once again, one step at a time. Look on the screen. First the picture edit, then the sound edit, then you do ADR, then you do Foley, sub out for your music and score, do your mix or your re-recording session, get your M&E track, drop it off at the lab, they color correct, and you get your final print. The DP, who are the people that do this? Well, you start, you call the DP finds the editor finds the sound editor finds ADR. It's one step at a time. What's coming up now, though? We're going back to making your $1 million to $2 million feature cost effectively for $250,000 to $400,000. We're going back to filmmaking tips 90 to 99 with the $1 million feature and writing the checks on hiring everybody in your crew. You've just got about 5 minutes of real good information. My real film school is 1,000 to 5,000, 2,000 minutes. It's the 2-day film school. I do it bi-monthly in New York and Los Angeles. If you want to attend, go to the website webfilmschool.com, and you'll find out the location in Los Angeles, New York, and the time and registering information, and it's only $395. And by the way, if you can't wait or you can't attend, most people want to get the information instantly, then I have recreated the 2-day film school in this amazing box set, the DVD film school. Here it is, the DVD film school. Freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, senior year. 16 1-hour to 2-hour DVDs. Budgeting, scheduling, screenwriting, directing, cinematography, lighting, editing, marketing, directing. The DVD film school. Diploma and certificate. You do not need 4 years. You do not need to spend $200,000 at some theory-laden film school. This is everything you need to launch your filmmaking career. If you want to be a producer, writer, director, even an actor, get the DVD film school. Now it's up to you. Happy filmmaking.